Yo, welcome back. Last time we did some free times and Yuri revealed that he is insane and he wants a girl to murder him. He's actually like Tenko if Tenko was actually as insane as she seemed like she was. And then we're holding a surprise party for some reason, because Setsuko thought we needed to make everyone cheer up. So she's definitely on the list of people who are likely to die. And now we're going there for the party. Let's go. Seeing if there's people on the way to talk to. Can I go in every room? I mean, there's probably no one in here. In any of these. I'll just go to the guest house. Wait, maybe there's someone in the dining room. There is not. It forced us to actually go there manually. Couldn't teleport. Oh, you can see in the background it's like dusk. Guest house. Why am I like offset? I'm like to the right of them. I feel like I'm supposed to be lined up with it, but I'm way to the right. Anyway. When I arrived at the designated time, everyone else was already gathered at the guest house. Sora's here. Does that mean we're all set? Yeah, and that's great and all, but what a lovely time with my dear friends, the thrill, the camaraderie. Please bear aware, Shobai. There will be strict discipline should you choose to violate school rules and not participate at this event. Damn it, what kind of bullshit is this? Monokuro is forcing him to participate? Why are Mikado, Shobai, and Monokuro here? Pardon? Were your exact words not that this party was for everyone? That's why I invited Monokuro too. I mean, isn't it exciting to party with your teacher? So this is your fault, you bastard. I couldn't care less about any of this. My dear ladies, are you still unwilling to let me sacrifice myself? Hey, there's nothing we can do about Shobai or Monokuro being here. The whole point of this party was to come here and have fun with everyone. Why would we have a party? Wouldn't it be easy to kill someone with all this noise? That's a good point. Enough, Hibiki, you're the reason I'm hosting this whole thing in the first place. This whole time we've been obsessed with looking for a way off this island that we haven't had any time to breathe and take a break. It's no wonder we've all reached our limit. We're exhausting ourselves. So let's party. Forget about investigating for now. Tonight, just eat, drink, and be merry. I put my precious pride on the line to ask Mikado to cook all this for us, you know? That's a great idea. I was really hoping that something like this would have happened. There won't be any murders if we all become friends. Oh, you should have asked me to help. I love planning parties. You seem like the type to spell secrets very easily. Says who? I'm great at keeping secrets. I get it. In situations like these, we gotta socialize with one another. Alright, then let's party so hard that we don't ever want to leave this island. It's too far, big bro. Hibiki and Setsuka, I can tell that there's no more hesitation in your heart. But I for one despise all parties. May I be excused? Absolutely not, Kokoro. As your teacher, I want nothing more than to promote unity amongst each other as students. Participation is mandatory from all students. Your enthusiasm for this event has garnered my support. Shut up, you're not a teacher, damn it. It would be an issue if we at least tried to have fun. We might be safer together rather than apart. There are a few disgruntled faces among us. But it was far too late to cancel the party now. And as such, the party began. Yuri is not having fun right now. Each bite is more delicious than the last. I guess this is not different from our normal meals. Is Kanade drunk? What is this? But for some reason, this is so much better. Kokoro, please just try a bite. Come on. Stop taking pleasure in treating me like a child. Hey, Vicky, why are you always dragging me down for the stupidest shit? Why do you always act like such a bitch? Excuse me, kind of thing? Did you just say that to your older sister? Yeah, we were born only 10 seconds apart, you moron. Did you want your ass kicked? Oh, wait, base Kanade? Kanade is acting really weird. Did she completely lose it? Oh, wait, is that actually alcohol? Who the hell snuck this in? Man, what a scoop. Debauchery and detention. High school students stopped drinking. What? Alcohol? How'd they know I love a good drink? Yo, anybody would knock a few back with me? Wait, there wasn't any alcohol when we set this all up. We're minors, you know? You were out of the school for a while, right, Shinji? You must be at the legal drinking age. Whatever. I'm gonna be an adult soon anyways. Cheers. That'll be my honor. Cheers. You're already drunk? Pathetic. You claim to love alcohol, but you're just weak. Move. I'm the only one worthy to drink with Setsuka. Damn, sorry to cut in, but we're out of meat. Seriously? Okay, hold on. I'll get some more. How are you guys eating so fast? Guys, we're high schoolers. Hajime, say something to them. Isn't alcohol bad for your health or something? What? I can't believe you guys are drinking. And didn't invite me! What the hell? Whatever happens to taking care of your body? Yeah, your liver, man. A bit of liquor is actually good for the body, you know? Look, it's just a bad habit I picked up when I was with the bad crowd. You're like 16. Hey, I don't know where this alcohol came from, but drinking underage is illegal, got it? Not very convincing coming from someone who faked their age to work at a bar. Ooh, got her with that one. Monochrome, do something. You said you're a teacher, right? You're gonna let your students get drunk? Yuki really cares about this a lot. Hey, I don't see the harm in it. This is a school trip after all. Deviancy is part of the fun. Deviancy, not defiancy. Is defiancy a word? My apologies, but my fellow classmates seem to be having a wonderful time. When may I leave my post to go join them? Mikado, 3 fried chicken, 2 pork cutlets, and 2 smoked meat. And grab 2 drinks on your way here. Of course, at your service. Why do some of these people look like they were hired to work part-time at this party? Hey, Cosmo boy, don't put your life on the line when life is this good. I shall live forever as long as I am with my beloved Setsuka. I'm losing my damn hair because of stress. Thanks to you. What's your problem, huh? Sit down, bitch. Oh, this is Kanade being drunk, sorry. Wait, I didn't know Kanade was this based. Ah, gee, seriously, who brought alcohol here? I'm not even sure where to begin. I give up. Setsuka, are you sure you'll be okay by yourself? Yeah, you know, these 6 left. I'll follow you after round 2. You're already drunk. Go ahead, I'll make sure these booze hounds get home safely. What do you mean get home safely? Don't worry about me, I've dealt with tons of people like this in my line of work. Seobai and Kokoro disappeared halfway through the party though. I accidentally took a sip out of one of the drink and I honestly have no idea how adults drink something so yucky. Hiroi, you look tired. Are you sure you're gonna be okay carrying Kanade? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just feeling full from eating so much. It's a little frustrating having these big fluffy things pressing against me, but I'll be okay. Hey, Setsuka? I'm feeling much better now, so thank you. After having your sister call you a bitch? Vicky, you're such a cute little thing. Come here, let me give you a kiss. God, you reek of alcohol. Get away from me. I should probably have added you to the list of people who could die. I named 4 of them last time. You're one of them for sure. Hibiki. It's like Setsuka's the weird uncle. Yuriko, we'll head back to the monocruise first. Just a reminder, make sure everyone's back by 10 PM. The monocruisers will be locked after that. Leave it to me. I'll drag them back if I have to. No one's dead? The 6 students who decided to stay and party more. Setsuka, Yuriko, Hajime, Yuri, Shinji, and Emma. All remained behind. Everyone else went back to their rooms. It was a bit of a mess, but I enjoyed it all the same. More than anything, it was nice to see people smiling again. I drank some of the alcohol before I knew what it was. I wonder if that's why I'm tired. Miki looked a little happier. Yuri looked like he was having a good time. Almost as if this morning had never happened. I'm glad things are looking up. Alcohol, huh? Maybe that isn't so bad. Yeah. Okay, I guess no one's dead. Until now, I always went to bed with a hint of fear, but tonight I was able to sleep peacefully. But suddenly I remembered. Only someone who kills can escape this island. And those desperate words from Mibiki this morning. BDA? But it's okay, 5 days have gone by and nothing has happened. Even Seobai and Mikado have been quiet. I pushed all my thoughts away and did my best to quickly fall asleep. Fatigue has been restored by 1. It's officially 7. Okay, no one's dead. It's officially 7 AM. Wake up, everyone. I hope you all have a vigorous and comfortable day. Okay, something happened at that party that's going to be relevant for the murder. Oh, my head. Why do you have a splitting headache? So this is what they call a hangover. I better go ask Mikado for breakfast. I also want to make sure everyone who stayed late last night made it alright. I should go to the diner. Huh? That's... Yuki, it's time for breakfast, so where is he off to in such a hurry? I didn't see him there? Something strange, I should follow him. Where did he go? Oh, going outside? Yuki! Sora, what are you doing here? That's my line, you know it's breakfast time, so where are you off to in such a hurry? I don't have time to explain. Yuri just sent me a message on my handbook that he's in the bell tower and he needs someone to save him. What? Save him? What does that mean? I have no idea, that's why I'm in such a rush to find out what's wrong. I've got a bad feeling about this, I'm coming with you. I was thinking, could that have been sent by someone else? But the handbook only opened with your fingerprint, and Monokuma said that, or Monocro said that they like go to sleep if you don't touch them for a while, so... I got a bad feeling about this, I'm coming with you. Okay, let's go. You're asking to be saved, but why? Saved from what? More than anything else though, I felt a sinister feeling emanating from the bell tower. Okay, rip Yuri. Yuki, do you see anything? Wait, doesn't it kind of smell weird? Huh? That voice, is that Sora? Oh! Hey man, what's up? Sora, baby, the love of my life. Yuri, what happened? Yuri's words were nonchalant, but he was collapsed on the floor. Why did you message Yuki? He was collapsed on the floor bleeding. A giant hook was stuck in his left palm, and a long rope was connecting it to a large bell above. His other leg was also badly wounded. It was spilling blood all over the floor. I feel truly blessed to be spending my final moments on Earth with someone as amazing as you, Sora. It would have been perfect if it weren't for that male standing next to you, but I'll take it. Are you okay? What happened? Who did this to you? Hold on, I'll get that hook out of you. No, don't touch it. Someone is finally taking my life. What? I wonder who it is who murdered me. Adorable Hibiki? No, maybe it was the sweet Kanade? You were definitely murdered by a guy, to make it ironic. Or perhaps it was Yuriko who said she felt strange. Well, it doesn't matter to me. It's not every day you get killed by a cute classmate. This isn't a time for jokes. Stay still. I am truly content being born a man and achieving my dream. Forgive me if this causes any inconvenience, my dear Sora. Please take care of yourself. Farewell. Those were the last words that Yuri would ever speak. As soon as he finished, his body was dragged up to the bell tower. What? His body quickly ascended upward until we lost sight of him completely, as if someone was pulling him from above. Yuri! What was that? Did the ball just ring? Yuki, don't just stand there, we have to follow him. Yeah, right. What's that on the floor? Green stuff. Yuki and I ran towards the hallway that Yuri was dragged through. Just as we were about to go up the staircase where Yuri's body had vanished, it fell. From the sky, a great despair plummeted to the ground. I don't see it. Oh. Jesus. How did he get so cut up in the short amount of time we didn't see him? He was gone for like 30 seconds. The eccentric liveliness that usually shone from him had completely faded. A great despair had fallen upon us as the body of Yuri Kagarin, the ultimate spaceman, was now a lifeless corpse. Okay, well. There's no way he was actually killed by a girl. There's no way. This platter was called liquid, the pungent smell of blood violating the atmosphere. It didn't take long for me to realize what I was looking at was all too real. Okay, if the BDA plays here, we know 100% that me and Yuki are not the killer. Because remember, the rule is that it's 3 people, and Monocro can change whether it counts a culprit or not, depending on the case. But if let's say Yuki is the culprit, or let's say one of us is the culprit, or one of us is not the culprit, that doesn't matter. That still only makes 3 people if there's someone above. If it doesn't ring, yeah. If it rings right now, neither of us can be the killer. Because that would mean that the killer has to be up above, had to have seen the body, or not necessarily up above, but it had to have seen... Wait, no, the BDA can't play here. If the BDA plays here, there's a mistake. Because there's no way the killer can be up there, right? Maybe there are. Let's just see. It didn't take long for me to realize what I was looking at. It was all too real. Blarg, Yuki. I know how you feel, but there's no time for that. Whoever, can you show me the message you got from Yuri? I don't know if that's real. Whoever pulled up Yuri must be at the top of the tower. We need to hurry. What? The culprit is up there. The stairway is the only way down. The culprit's got nowhere to run. Unless you're a wizard and you fly down. We have to go up quickly. Hold on, wait a sec. Oh god, I can't even feel my legs. Trying to push the crippling anxiety out of our minds, Yuki and I quickly climbed the stairs. Even though it felt like the tower was taller than it had been before we reached the top. What we saw there was... nothing. Oh! Yoriko? Yoriko, what are you... why? Oh, my head, what's going on? Huh, Yuki and Sora, what are you guys... what's going on? Why are you... Yoriko, did you... Huh? What are you guys talking about? And why are you so pale? Look at the bottom of the tower, below that railing. And now the BDA is gonna play. What? Is there something? So this was a remote murder then. I guess. And the culprit never saw the body. Huh? What's that? Ah! Blood! Yuri, that's Yuri down there. That's... oh my. What is going on? Yeah. A body has been discovered. Everyone, please gather at the bell tower. A body discovery announcement? I'm so confused. What's happening? It's you. Yoriko, you killed him, didn't you? What are you talking about? I don't even know what's going on. Both of you need to calm down. Monocro told us to gather, so we better go. Okay, so never mind what I said. Yuki could still be the killer. How could this? Eek, how? Yuri. What? That's Yuri? He was partying just fine last night. Sis, don't worry. There's nothing to be afraid of. Okay. Kanade is giving me weird vibes. Ah, so Yuri bites the dust, huh? Well, he did ask for it, literally. When someone finally died, I was totally gonna rub it in your face like, see? Murders can occur without a motive. But alas, it was Dao who had gone. Oh well. You piece of... how can you say something like that right now? Oh man, he's a bloody rag, head, body and all. Even his bones must have turned to dust. This is too horrible. Who was it? Who did such a thing? We already know who it is. It's either that damn Mikado or it's Shiobai. Why am I always the first suspect? No, is everyone here? Silence. As this is the first murder, there are things that need to be cleared up. First? You're making it sound like there's gonna be more. Right, and murder? Does that mean someone killed Yuri? No, his body just did that. That can't be. We're the only ones on this island, and that would mean... That's right, Yuri Kagarin was killed by one of you. Someone out of the 14 of us killed Yuri. I had my doubts when Monocro first announced the killing game, but as Monocro spoke just now, the harsh reality of the killing game was etched into my mind. Murder really happened. Seeing how murder really had occurred, being hopeful about not killing is just ignoring reality. Putting aside the sorrow of losing Yuri, this is where the fun actually starts. True! This is where it starts for me. We're all going to be very busy soon. Busy? What do you mean? He means we need to prepare for the class trial. Ding ding ding! Correct, you're a smart one, Kokoro. The main event of the killing school trip, the class trial. I've been excited for this ever since I started working on this whole thing. Shut up, Mikado, you little... As Kokoro stated, you will have to find the Blacken who killed Yuri through the class trial. Yuri, not Yuki. The game has already begun, the fight to the death between the Spotless and the Blackened. Will the Blackened escape the island? Will the Spotless expose them? Which side shall fall? I'll give you plenty of time to investigate. Try to find evidence about the murder so you can expose the Blackened in the trial. Mwahaha. There's no way I can do that. Not a chance. Someone's dead? What are we supposed to... No sis, we have to. Or would you rather have everyone be executed? How is Kanade so calm? What? Kanade is like the calmest out of all of us. Except Kokoro, I guess. It's just Kanade says we have to do this. Setsuka. There's no escaping from this reality. You all know the rules of the Clash Royale, right? If we don't find the killer, everyone will be executed. I had a bad feeling. It's hard for the party. I wanted to avoid all of this. I'm sorry that it ended like this. It's all my fault. Okay, who is at the dining hall? What are you talking about? None of this is your fault, Setsuka. So everyone dies if you can't find a culprit, huh? How tacky. One of us, we're all suspects? Suspecting my friends. I've only met all of you a few days ago, but you all feel like such good friends of mine. If it weren't for all of this, we would have been amazing classmates, wouldn't we? I don't know about Yuri. It's scary and it's awful, but we have to do this. Yes, to survive. Good. It looks like you're prepared. Begin. I will bestow upon you all the monocrophile. Monocrophile? What's that? Although there are a lot of you, you're still high school students in the end. Investigating the murder won't be easy for all of you, so this file contains a bit of information. Hoping this will somehow aid you, I, as the conductor, bid you farewell for now. I hope you succeed. What a useless time to be thoughtful. No, based on Monaco's description of the file, the information should help us. Can I ask you something? Yes, what is it, Kanade? What measures of securing the crime scene should we take? Okay, you're hiding something. You're way too comfortable with this. We're going to need to keep the culprit from being able to steal clues. Securing the crime scene. Kanade makes a good point. In the outside, it would be the police that would take control of the crime scene. I see. It would be better if the culprit could just remove evidence as well. Leave it to me. I've got the strength for it. I'll keep this place guarded. We need 2 people at least, otherwise you could be the culprit. Alright, then we'll leave the crime scene to Hajime while the rest of us investigate. Wait, Kanade is kind of cooking. Wait, we need another person too. Why? What are we gonna do if Hajime is the culprit? He'll be able to steal evidence while he guards the crime scene. Why do you think I'm the culprit? She has a point. Until the Clash Royale starts, we're all suspects. I see, so we need 2 people to guard the crime scene, but also watch over each other. Is Kanade secretly smart? Keeping watch. I know this is a dire situation, but it's like we don't trust each other. As a man, I don't want to suspect my friends, but... Alright, I'll do it. Securing the crime scene. Big bro. I'm not good with my head, so I won't be much help investigating anyway. I've come around on you. I didn't like you at the beginning, but you're chill. Thankfully, I've got some strength like Hajime does. Well, that'll do. I know I can trust Shinji. Wait, one more person. Wait, do we really need 3 people securing the crime scene? Hajime and Shinji are close, right? Then we can't ignore the possibility of an accomplice. Kanade, are you suspecting us? Oh! And Kanade's pride. Huh. Suspecting you, of course. Is she gonna become the Joker? Suspecting you? Of course I am. You can't trust anyone in a situation like this. Try to admit it, not even Ibiki can be trusted. I guess it can't be helped. I'll secure the crime scene too. Perfect. By the way, Kanade, you're like a completely different person. What happened to you? Nothing happened. I'm just saying things strong persist. On top of that, why did you start calling your sister by name? Oh my... Why do I have to listen to this crap from the likes of you, huh? Stop asking questions and start investigating, you little piece of trash. Eek! Kanade, don't be mad. There's blood in that body. I'm scared. Help. There's nothing to be worried about, Ibiki. Just follow me and I'll solve everything. But what is up with these 2 girls? They're really starting to freak me out. Wait, you're all still just standing there here? Shioba and Mikado are already investigating. You guys should start soon as well. We don't know how much time we have left. A very interesting development with Kanade. Alright, if all that stuff about securing the crime scene is settled, the rest of us should start investigating. But before that, everyone. What is it, Kokoro? What do you all think of this murder? What do you mean? A person, one of our classmates, is dead. This is dreadful, but we need to investigate thoroughly if we want to solve this thing. But what did you ask that? It doesn't matter, we should start investigating. What do you think of this murder? What do you mean by that? What's up with her? She just looked at her faces on the left. Is she trying to read her face to see like who is like a tell? Now everyone, there's no time to lose. Let's start investigating. Can she tell who's lying? Because she's a psychologist. Calming and confused minds, everyone started to move around. Not averting our eyes from the death of Yuri, our friend, we've decided to face forward. Now that a murder has occurred, the gap between life and death is paper thin. Although it's painful and sad, we have to do it. We've got to find a culprit who killed Yuri. Alright, here we go. The fun part, I guess I should start investigating too. I'm not really sure where to start, but I should at least read the monochrome file first. How did he get all these injuries in like 30 seconds? That's crazy. He only had the things on his leg before. The victim is Yuri Kagarin. The estimated time of death is 7:30 a.m. The spaceman. The body was discovered in the bell tower on the first floor. His left calf is pierced by a hook, and he has sharp cuts all over his body. He did not have those before. He also has a pierced wound on his right calf. He had that one. Other than that, the bones in his neck, spine, and right knee... His neck, spine, right knee, and left arm are broken. What? I guess that's just from the fall. The estimated cause of death is blood loss and trauma from bruises all over his body. Seeing the monochrome file is giving me chills again. You're right, he's actually dead for real. Even though he was a bit forward with women, discriminated men, and talked stuff that just confused everyone. Did he really deserve something like this? If only that was Mikado's corpse. Jesus. I can't stay like this forever. If we think through the information given in the monochrome file, it says the cause of death was from the trauma of all the bruises on his body. So he must have fallen to his death. It also said blood loss, but sure. Yuri died right in front of Yuki and I, so it should be safe to assume that. Although, I do find it confusing as to how he got all these cuts over his body. Did the culprit stab him with a knife after hooking him up or something? Did the bell tower have like blades inside, and when it rung, it cut him all over or something? I don't know the culprit at that time. Yuri fell back down only seconds after he got pulled up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Moreover, I get that the culprit pulled him up with a rope and a hook. But what's up with the wound on his right thigh? Was that also made by a hook? And at the time of death, there's no denying it. Yuki and I were there for it all. I should have asked for everyone's alibi at that time too. I guess there wasn't that much info in the file, but it was definitely helpful. I started investigating with this information in mind. Investigation has begun. During the investigation, you will collect true bullets that are needed for the class trial. True bullets are clues that will help you solve the case. Investigating the crime scene and any other suspicious places to collect all the true bullets. You can check how many other true bullets you need to collect and the info about them in the bullets tab in the handbook. The exclamation point represents places of interest. That's where you will find true bullets. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, I gotta guess before I investigate anything though. I know who's the killer. Honestly, Yuki's pretty sus based on like the limited info we have right now. Just because like the message you got from Yuri, that seems really out of character. But it could just be the culprit that had Yuri's monopad and just, or handbook or whatever, and just kept it, like Yuri opened it with his fingerprint. No, culprit could have just like kept it from going to sleep by just like keep pressing on it over and over for the entire night or something. You're obviously innocent, not even worth talking about. I mean, just from like vibes wise, you're innocent. You're innocent. Not you. You're probably innocent. I'm not 100% sure. You're probably innocent. You, because you seem like you have something going on. You could be the killer. You could be the killer. For now, yeah. There were 6 people that stayed over at the house for the party, right? It was Yuruko, Emma, Yuri was one of them. Setsuko is one of them. I don't remember everyone though. It'll tell us for sure though, because that was important. Let's investigate. Hibiki's gone into shock after seeing the body. I'm not sure if I can help much, but I need to help Hibiki. I'll double check everything. There's a dead. This is what I was afraid of. I'm scared. Oh, sorry, this is terrible. Yuri's dead. We can't change what has already happened. I know, but I just wish this was all a terrible nightmare. Even in this case, I need to think positively. Yes, positively. Yuri was very dangerous, right? So maybe it isn't so bad? No one deserves anything like this. Yuri wasn't that bad of a person at heart. You're very right. I'm sorry. Even if it was a bit strange, it sucks to see Yuri go like this. No one in the world deserves something like this, except maybe Mikado. I'm just sad I didn't get to know him better. Well, is your investigation going well? I'm doing my best. I might not be actively investigating all this, but I'm outlining the case and it's going to be a crazy article someday. Even after a murder has occurred, you're still thinking about writing articles. It's very fitting of your talent. Yeah, that's like your one character trait. Miss Sora, a murder finally happened. You look excited. Does he? It's finally time for the main event, the class trial. Of course I'm excited. As a murderer myself, I think I'll write down any tricks that I can think of. That'll help, right? Yeah, you do that. Okay. Is this just a mono file? The monocore file? We ought to have this, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, they don't disappear after you investigate them. The things. Oh, monocoins. Guess I need to investigate this. Okay, let's actually look at the evidence. What is this? Strange liquid. Something liquid. There's some liquid on the ground. Is that like fluorescent liquid or whatever? What is this, I wonder? I didn't have the guts to taste it, so I just crouched down and smelled the liquid. It smells like some sort of chemical substance. Sorry, what are you doing crouching on the ground? There's some sort of liquid here. Ah, that's an anesthetic. Anesthetic. This one in particular is one quite often used in medical surgeries, used for general anesthesia. How do you know all that? I've smelt it a lot. Okay. Did you spend a lot of time in the hospital or something? Moreover, the fact that this is here, the culprit used it, right? But the liquid alone wouldn't be enough to make someone unconscious. Don't worry about that. I already went and confirmed that one of the needle shots is missing from the infirmary. When? Like before you came here? Like, I went to go check as soon as I found out that an anesthetic was involved. What? You haven't left the... I guess maybe we just didn't see it. But from my point of view, you haven't left this this building since the BDA. The culprit must have used the shots to inject Yuri with the anesthetic. That's pretty impressive, Kanade. Did you also know that the shots can be precisely measured to know how much you want injected? In other words, even an amateur can control the amount of time that the victim will be unconscious by measuring to the exact degree. I don't know if the culprit utilized this, but it's definitely an important clue. I see, I'll add it to my notes. But I have to say, you've completely changed, Kanade. Yeah, your actions and your way of thinking, it's almost as if you're used to this kind of thing. I mean, after seeing Yuri die, I can barely hold myself together. Used to it? Oh no, I just read a lot of mystery novels. And if I panic, poor little Hibiki will only suffer more. Even though Kanade's personality took a creepy 180-degree flip, her account definitely brings us one step closer to finding the culprit. Or your secret ultimate detective. Anesthetic has been added to the true bullets. Kanade's account. Let's check that. There's not a lot of... There's like... What? There's 14 tree bullets, that's it. Found in the vicinity of Yuri's body. This seems like a lot more complicated than... definitely a lot more complicated than the first case of the first game. At least until we find like a billiard ball on the crime scene. According to Kanade, it is an anesthetic that is often used in surgery. The cause seems to suppress Yuri using this drug. Amateur can use the precise measurement on the search and control. Home. Okay, so did they have him wake up exactly when we showed up? What is this? Wire? What's this? Some long thread-like stuff is scattered all over the floor. Upon touching it, it seems much sharper than normal thread. Is that what cut him? Is it like the fucking Naruto ninja thread or whatever? Are these wires? They're so sharp you could probably cut your finger just by touching them. I instinctively knew that this must be what caused all the cuts on Yuri's body. If he was cut by these wires, it would explain the state of his body right now. The cause of death was definitely from falling, so this isn't a murder weapon, but it still seems like it's important. I'll add it to my notes. Yeah, why did they bother with this? Huh. It's Yuri Kagarin's corpse. How did he, no matter how creepy he was, end up like this? Yuri, I'll find the culprit, I promise. I guess I need to inspect the body if I'm going to find the culprit. Yuri's dead body was in a dreadful state. His whole body was dripping in blood and all of his joints were broken and twisted in obscure directions. I guess it's because he fell from so high up. On his left calf, there's a huge hook stuck in his flesh. It looks so deeply rooted that it won't budge when you touch it. And connected to that huge hook is a rope. The culprit pulled Yuri with this rope all the way to the top floor and then dropped him. Even at a glance, this rope seems quite strong and sturdy. It would take a lot of force to cut this rope. I get that the culprit pulled him up with the hook and the rope, but... What's with the wound on his right calf? At first glance, it looks like the same hook made this wound. But was there a reason to hook both calves? I didn't find anything else that wasn't on... Dude, there wasn't a hook there when we saw him. When he was still alive. Didn't find anything else that wasn't on the monoprofile. Figured there might be some sort of big clue hidden on the body, but with the exception of the fact that the rope and hook were used, there was nothing like that. I guess I need to investigate some more. Hook attached to the rope. Wound on the right calf. So weird. The fall was gonna kill him anyway. Why did they do all of this? I need more evidence. I have zero clue right now. I don't even have an idea. Hey, you there. I'm calling you. Yes, you, the white-haired girl. Huh? Me? That's strange. You of all people calling me over. That never crossed my mind. And white hair? Isn't that rude? It kind of makes me feel old. Okay, so you canonically have white hair. You just have that? Whatever. I just want to tell you something interesting. You're thinking that the hostess over there is suspicious, right? Right? Huh? Are you talking about Yuriko? Come on, you can't fool me. Your face says it all. Well, about that, there's something interesting I want to tell you. I happened to see her walking over to the bell tower just this morning. What? Not only that, she was also holding a rope in her hand. I mean, obviously she was, like the anesthetic needle thing was used on her to, like, make her pass out at the top of the tower. And probably made it so she would wake up exactly when Yuri was gonna die, so she would look suspicious. She was also holding a rope in her hands. Really? Are you lying? You know, like the one attached to the dead body right now? The culprit did that, but why would Yuriko? Oh well, I don't know anything about that. I'm just testifying what I saw. Yuriko went to the bell tower this morning with a rope in her hands? That's like saying Yuriko was the culprit. There's no way I can know for sure until the class trial. I'll take note of what Shiobai said, just in case. Saw Yuriko. She was walking to the bell tower with a rope in her hand. If he's not lying, why was she bringing a rope? We need to talk to her. Shinji, is everything going alright with the crime scene? Sora. Yep, everything under control here. I guess with 3 people watching this place, the culprit won't be able to touch anything. By the way, Sora, maybe this is just me, but about Yuriko. Please stop stuttering and speak normally. It's hard to get anything out of you. About Yuriko, isn't it a bit strange? You think she's suspicious? She seems different than before. I've been jogging with Ajime every morning, but today he was late because of some business. suspicious, so I was spending time inside the monocruise. And as soon as morning came and the door unlocked, I saw Yuriko head outside right away. Yuriko went outside as soon as the door was open. Of course, I have no idea where she went, but she was odd, and she looks even more suspicious now. Come to think of it, we found Yuriko at the top of the bell tower. If by chance she's not the culprit, then how did she get up there? I can't be sure if she's the culprit yet, but she's definitely connected to this case. Thanks, Shinji. I think your account will definitely be helpful. Sorry, why are you grabbing my hand all of a sudden? Ignoring the stuttering Shinji, I added his account to my notes. Your notes? We're keeping like a notepad with us? Okay, it does mention the Ajime thing, which is extremely suspicious. What was Ajime doing? Okay, that makes me think Hajime is the killer. Because that seems like the kind of evidence you would use to corner them at the end of the trial. Okay, what the fuck was Yuriko doing? This is the spiral staircase that leads up to the top of the bell tower. It really does go up high. It doesn't even look like it goes that high outside. Yuki and I took these stairs up to the top floor, but the only thing we found there was Yuriko. I thought for sure the culprit would be there, or maybe Yuriko is the culprit. I can't jump to any conclusions yet. Whatever the culprit did, it definitely pulled up Yuri. So at one point, it definitely went up these stairs. If I consider the height of these stairs, it would probably take 5 minutes to climb them. That's good to know. 5 minutes. So when... Really? 5 minutes? That seems like a lot. So when did the culprit actually go up these stairs? I didn't see either. I heard from Yuki what happened, but the person at the top of the tower should be the culprit, right? Wasn't Yuriko up there, though? That spiral staircase is taller than it looks. The killer must have been smart being up there like that. What if they, like, fucking used some device to, like, jump down the middle of the staircase while we were climbing up and we just didn't see them? They bungee jumped all their way down. The killer must have been smart being up there like that. Where's Yuriko? I want to talk to her. Huh? This is... Upon inspecting the spiral staircase from here, I realized something odd. What are these wires? I think there were wires like these on the first floor too. When I touched them, I could tell they were one and the same. They're connected to the walls along the spiral staircase. Looking closer, those weren't the only ones from the bottom floor on the top. Wires were hung from the wall with intervals, but they've already been snapped, so that means the wire from the bottom floor must have been hung up here before. There's definitely something by the culprit, but why would they go out of their way to do this? I have no idea, but I'll still take a note of this. Was there like a web of like sharp wires that like Yuki or Yuri like fell through and that's what cut him up? Or got pulled up through? A huge bell hung from the ceiling of the tower. Huh? There's something odd here. What are those? They look like traces of some sort. Looking at the bottom, it looks like something was swept through the top of the inside walls of the bell. I wonder what made those traces. I recall that before Yuri fell, the bell rang. Could it be related? I've never looked inside the bell before, so it's possible that those traces have always been there. Even though I was unsure, I wrote it down in my notes. What? We almost have everything. Traces of something being swept? I mean, was that just Yuri's body? Like, fucking, like, slamming around the inside of the bell? How did he get pulled up if the culprit wasn't here? Does Yuri have an identical twin? And the reason the first Yuri got pulled up was because the second Yuri fell down. So it was like the second Yuri falling down pulled the first Yuri up. So and yeah, and the first Yuri killed the second Yuri. There's been 2 Yuris the entire time. We've got 2 sets of twins on the island. That's who the 16th student is, because we're missing a guy. We have 15 people. We have 7 guys and 8 girls. The second guy is Yuri's twin. Oh my god, it's all making sense now. Okay, there's nothing else here. Where's Yoriko? Oh, hello, Yuki. Sorry, how's the investigation going? I'm trying my best. What about you? Well, I'm doing my best too, but Yuri's lifeless face keeps looking at me. I'm so weak, I can't even bring myself to look at him. But everyone's life is at stake. I have to do it. Thank you, Yuki. I'll work hard too. Setsuka, is the investigation going smoothly? Ah, Sora. Well, about that, I just found something strange. Something strange? Come follow me for a second. This is the entrance to the bell tower. Do you see that thing in the bushes? That thing? Ah, this is a life jacket. A life jacket. And I'm pretty sure no one used this to take a swim. Oh my god, did the culprit... Was the culprit... You see there's a hook on the life jacket, right? Did the culprit have this on and jump off the top of the bell tower, land in the bush, and somehow didn't die? And like, they were attached to Yuri's body. So when they jumped, Yuri got pulled up, and then they detached themselves, and that made Yuri fall down. Or they cut the rope here, and that's what made Yuri fall down. That's definitely it. How did they survive the fall though? Just by landing in the bush? Is that enough? It's very close to the crime scene after all. Why would they need to use a life jacket? Look carefully, Sora, there's a hook grappled to the life jacket. Ah, you're right, and this hook. Yep, the same one we found in Yuri's calf. I still don't know what exactly it was used for, but it was definitely used in the murder. Setsuka, this is definitely crucial evidence. I thought so too, let's keep this in mind. Okay, so you're not the culprit, otherwise you would never have showed this to us. A life jacket that seems to have been used by the culprit, but for what purpose? Okay, Hajime is looking more and more suspicious. Hook life jacket has been added to the bullet section of your handbook. I've looked everywhere, right? Ah, sorry, where are you going? I'm going to go look elsewhere. I know the murder happened here, but there could be clues in other places, right? Alright, in that case, I suggest you visit the guest house. It's right next to the bell tower, and since we had a party there last night, you might find something. I see, alright, thanks. The other way? Yeah. Hello. Sorry, you're here too. Since the guest house is close to the bell tower, I thought I would check it out for clues. Good idea, the guest house does have some clues. I suggest you find them. Thanks for the help. Glass bottles with some liquid inside them. They're probably from last night's party. The smell's still there. I don't know how people manage to drink this stuff. One sip and I was already feeling dizzy. I was smelling all the bottles when one of them suddenly caught my attention. Huh? Wait, this bottle. The inside of this bottle doesn't smell. Does that mean this isn't alcohol? Instead of having the smell of alcohol, the bottle I picked smelled like nothing. After some hesitation, I drank it. It really doesn't taste like anything. This is just water. A bottle of water was amongst the bottles with alcohol? Maybe someone just wanted to drink water last night, but I should take note of this just in case. So one of the people who were drinking alcohol is a killer. The people who were drinking were... Hang on. Who's drinking? Setsuka is drinking, but she's not the killer. Hajime was drinking. He's suspicious. Yuri was drinking, right? Fucking Shinji, the firefighter, was drinking. Did the culprit not want to drink alcohol so they would be like lucid as they were executing their murder plan? Or are we saying that... Wait, who served the alcohol? Wasn't that Yuriko? Okay, hang on. Let's go back and check right now, because we can do that. Am I recording this one? Okay, yeah, we're all drinking. Kanade was drunk, yeah. Shinji. Setsuka. Yuri. Hajime. We're missing one person now, right? Who's handing out the alcohol to people? Did they just grab it themselves? Wait, no. Yuki was like, wait, who the fuck brought alcohol here? So we don't know who brought it. Okay, so someone was pretending to be drunk. But why? Just so they could be like fully functioning for their plan? Ah, sorry, what brings you here? That's my line. What are you doing here? Nothing much, but you know, the murder happened right after the night of the party, right? So I figured the party must have something to do with the murder. That's my reason for coming here as well. Hey, sorry, when do you think the culprit decided to kill Yuri? By when, you mean? I mean, there were 6 people who stayed up late drinking late yesterday, including me. Actually, there was a period where Yuri was alone. Maybe that's when the culprit took his chance. So Yuri was left alone last night? Yuko, do you think you could explain in detail what happened last night? Well, after we sent you away, we kept drinking and partying. Of course, I wasn't drinking, but the others were drinking non-stop. They were fully drunk. Eventually nighttime came. Okay, and looking at my recording again, who were those 6 people? I don't know if they're gonna tell us. It takes 5 seconds to check. Setsuka, Yoriko, Hajime, Yuri, Shinji, and Emma. Okay, it's either Hajime or it's Emma, and Hajime is looking a little more suspicious right now. It's probably just Hajime. We're forced to head back to the Mono Cruise, but Yuri said he needed to go to the bathroom and that we should leave without him. So you left him alone? What were you thinking? Wait, he wasn't completely alone. We were all together, but if we hadn't gone back before nighttime, we would all have been locked out. To be honest, things were so out of control when trying to take care of all the drunk people that I don't remember some of the details. Someone definitely went with him, but I can't quite recall who it was. So you didn't check if he actually returned to the Mono Cruise, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't even know if you made it back. I didn't expect that things would go this way at the time. I was being careless. I guess asking the other students if they saw Yuri going to the ship last night might be a good idea. Okay, can you tell us why you were at the top of the clock tower, please? Anyways, Yuri was definitely alive up until we all drank yesterday, so maybe that will help. You're not the culprit, are you? Of course not. Why would I be the culprit? I see. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about this all at the class trial, and you definitely cannot tell me right now. Thanks to Yoriko's account, we might be able to know when the killer went for Yuri. Oh, okay. That's it. I'm glad everyone is investigating as they should be. Unfortunately, though, the investigation period is officially over. The class trial will not begin, so everyone should go to the class trial entrance on the first floor of the Mono Cruise. It seems like investigation time is over. We all did our best, but we can't be sure who the culprit is until we do the class trial. We need to do this. We need to trust everyone's abilities. We need to hope that we can solve all the mysteries of this case in the class trial. Mono Cruise first floor. He must be talking about that door. We're all here. You're late, Sora. Last place again. What's your problem? I'm late? Sorry about that. We were worried about you. What made you so late? I came as soon as I heard the announcement. Maybe it's because you're the culprit, right? As if. Hibiki, you can't say stuff like that to poor Sora without any evidence. It's like what Kanade said earlier. Either we expose the culprit or we all die. Those are the only 2 outcomes. If we mess up, we're all dead. What happened to us? Just yesterday we were partying. How did it come to this? We have no time to think about that. If we give up here, we won't be able to survive. Wait, is this the class trial room? It's not all like I imagined it to be. No, this is only the entrance to the class trial room. See that elevator? We'll be taking that down to the class trial room. Take us down? Down where? Aren't we on a cruise? Yeah, whatever, but let's get this over with. You're pretty damn laid back considering all our lives are in danger. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Everyone seems to have gathered, so let us begin. The exciting, the extreme, the class trial. Everyone, come aboard the elevator in front of you and come to the trial grounds. There's no running from a class trial, so take what you've gathered during the investigation and do your best to win. So we're really doing this. I don't want to go down. Are we going to be able to find the culprit? It'll be really bad if we can't. You know what? Bring it on. It's not like we can escape this anyways. It's like what Big Bro says. Stop calling him that. If you put our heads together and discuss this, we'll find the culprit. The culprit who killed Yuri. Let's find them, no matter what. It's starting. Once we go down to the elevator, there's no going back, no running away or giving up. But I'm not alone. I need to survive through this with everyone. Let's go. Let's solve the case nicely so it can appear on tomorrow's front page. We can't run away from the truth. We have to find the killer. Will we be okay, Kanade? Can we live through this? Don't worry, Biki. We will solve this all. All you have to do is relax. You're so weird. I filmed in Trial House before, but participating in one for real? Let's discuss who the culprit is based on our investigation. Bring it on. I will overcome this class trial. This is really starting. I have to be careful. This isn't the school life I wanted. I don't want to die, so I'll work hard in the class trial. If we don't win, we die. If we can't avoid it, we'll face it head on. Monokoi is doing all this just because one person is dead. Yeah. Is everyone ready? This is it. Okay, here we go. After making sure everyone was in the elevator, we pushed on the button and the door shut. We felt the elevator begin to descend. Ooh. The elevator made a loud sound as it slowly but steadily descended down. Normally, everyone would have been talking to each other. But the vibration of the elevators seemed to make us all mute, alerting us of the class trial to come. The elevator sound grew louder, almost as if to make fun of all our fear. Thoughts that we may never see the light of day again all crossed our minds. But we couldn't let that happen. Whoever killed Yuri can't get away with this. As everyone had their own thoughts of what may or may not happen, the elevator came to a screeching stop. What is this place? Fifu, you're finally here. Welcome to the most advanced facility of the Monocruise, the class trial grounds. Oh ho, I like what you've done with the place. Very impressive. This feels like an actual court or something. I assume you're all ready, so I also assume you all know there is no running from this. Let us begin. Everyone, go to the stands with your name on them. Yeah, where are we right now? If we're under the ship, like, are we like in the sea? Good. Your faces all tell me you're all serious about this. Now let us begin the first class trial of the Utsuroshima killing school trip. Utsuroshima. The class trial is finally starting, and all of our lives are on the line. If we win, we live. If we lose, the black and live. In other words, no matter what happens, someone will face their death here. I can't let those thoughts cloud my vision. I need to focus on the class trial right now. Yuri Kagarin, the ultimate spaceman. He's no longer with us due to his brutal murder. He may have been uncooperative. He might have been a terrible person to men and women alike, but he was still our classmate. It's true. It's like Emma said, if this killing game hadn't happened, we would have all been such good friends. The culprit, the one who did this terrible thing to Yuri, is among us right now. Is among us right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Hajime. Could be Yuki, but I'm pretty sure it's just you. Various thoughts intertwine and the curtains finally open. A trail of life and death. A lie of life and death. A betrayal of life and death. The truth of life and death. The excuse of life and death. The trust of life and death. A matter of life and death. The class trial. I would like to save, please. Yes. Thank you. Alright. Okay. How does equipping skills work? Okay. This is whatever. I definitely want this, because otherwise, if I game over, I'm gonna want to kill myself. This I just want, because like, it'll help me be able to equip more skills in the future trial. And this is probably the easiest one anyway, so I'll probably just get this. Okay, I don't have enough skill points to get this, so I guess I'll just get this one then. Free movement during logic craft. Yeah, just get this. Alright. As usual, like I did in the first game, I'm gonna theorize before like starting the trial. So I'm not gonna start the trial this episode. I'm just gonna yap on a little bit. Yammer on. Okay, so at first I thought this was complicated, but now it seems extremely simple, right? Is there anything here I can't explain? The only thing that that's throwing me off a bit is this wound on his right calf. I don't quite understand what that was for. But aside from that, if I just ignore that, the culprit is Hajime, explained by the fact that that he was apparently unavailable this morning, and he was one of the 6 people that stayed over, and he was one of the people that was drinking also. Could be Yuki as well. What are the rules for the handbook again? Did it say in here? It's limited to 1 per person and can only be operated by fingerprint. Huh. How did they send the message to Yuki? Because it definitely wasn't actually Yuri that sent that message. Could be that Yuki lied about receiving the message and he's the culprit. It could be. Actually, I don't think so. From the way the trick I have in mind, it can't be Yuki. Other possibility, the culprit could be a girl, and then that would mean Yuri did do it on purpose and did actually use his own handbook to send the message to Yuki because the culprit asked him to. It could be that. Like, in theory. But, like, which of the girls could even commit this crime? It's definitely not either of you. It's definitely not you. It's definitely not you. I mean, I guess it could be you. How heavy are you? 43 kilo. I guess. With, like, gravity, you could still pull him down. Could be you, actually. It's definitely not definitely not you. So it's one of those, or it's the thing I mentioned earlier, where Yuri just opened their handbook in front of the killer, or no, while he was passed out, right? While he was passed out, they could have used his fingerprint to open the handbook, and then send the message. Yeah, they just had to do that. Okay, yeah, never mind. They just did that. Yeah, and they fucking knocked him out, put the hook on him, made the hook go around the bell, and then tied it to their life jacket. And then also they did like a web of razor wires in the middle of the stairway. so that when Yuri got pulled up and when he fell down, he would get cut up all over. That's what the cuts all over his bodies are. And the culprit did that by just like they knew when Yuri would wake up, and they could also hear us come in probably. So when that happened, the culprit jumped down. Oh yeah, and they also they also anesthetized Yuriko and put her at the top of the bell tower. And the culprit jumped down wearing this life jacket that pulled Yuri up, and he got cut up all over. Then the culprit landed, didn't die somehow. I guess because they landed in the bush or something. Or did they have a parachute? Or I don't know. They did something to like land safely. They cut the cord. You can see here the cord is cut, which made Yuri fall all the way down, and that's what we saw. And that's just it, right? Is there anything else? That's not okay. Why was Yuriko bringing a rope with her to the bell tower? Did someone ask her to? Maybe the culprit did the same thing where they used Yuri's handbook to write a DM to Yuriko saying like, hey, come to the bell tower and bring a rope. And Yuriko was actually stupid enough to do that. And then the culprit then the culprit anesthetized her and used the rope in the murder. That would make sense. Yeah, someone went with him, but she doesn't remember who. Very convenient. Probably Hajime. Because Yuki was not one of the people who stayed over. I mean, he still... Yeah, again, Hajime was busy this morning. Weird. And then he saw Yuriko go outside when the Monocru's doors opened. Which pretty much means that she can't be the culprit, by the way, because all of this had to have been set up overnight. The only thing I can think with this alcohol is that the culprit just pretended to be drunk. And Hajime was one of the people who was drinking. Trace of the bell, I'm pretty sure is just Yuri's body being thrown all around the bell. It takes around 5 minutes to reach the top of the bell tower. I think this is just going to be used as counter evidence when someone proposes a dumb theory. I don't think this is actually like part of the murder. This was like the things that cut him up. I don't know why they did this, because the fall definitely would have just killed him, but sure. Sharp wires, yeah. Okay, so this is literally the only thing I can't explain. What is the point of this? What's the point of this? Was it the other end of the hook? Like this part? And like both hooks were on his legs originally? But what's the point? What's the point of this? I mean, aside from this, again, I think I have everything else figured out. Was it just used to drag him? Like they put both ends of the hook on both his legs, and they just dragged him like that? That sounds kind of stupid. Actually, wait. Because Yoriko brought the rope, right? That was used? So originally, these hooks didn't have ropes attached on them, so they were just hooks. So maybe the culprit just needed both hooks in his legs to actually be able to like drag him. And then when they had the rope, they set up the trick. I mean, I don't think there's much else to theorize about. I think everything else is just what I said. Just this part I'm not 100% clear on. I mean, but regardless, it just seems very obvious to me that Hajime is the culprit. That would actually be cool, because if Hajime is a culprit, then my two least favorite characters are the first two to die. Though I guess you turned around at the end, because you were kind of becoming interesting with how insane you were. Yeah, I mean, I think you're just a killer. I think that's all there is to it, really. Anyways, yeah, just see you next time. I mean, I'll try to think about something for this, but aside from that, I think we'll just go right into trial. Yeah. All right, see you next time.